Welcome to Tales of the Rhódani, our new series. This chapter is titled The Beckoning Dark. And we start as the mountain range beneath your feet breathes a deep rhythmic pulse, feeling like the heart of the world itself trembling through the stone. Every few seconds you feel it again, a low shudder that stirs dust from the ceiling and sets your armor and weapons ringing in resonance. The runic gates of Eredhel groan behind you, their surface traced with veins of mithril that flicker like captured lightning in stone. Beyond them, the cavern yawns open ahead of you. Black, ancient, and humming with heat, the air smells of soot and old iron. Now, some of you have never been here before, but you've still heard the stories. Eredhel, the city of the Ruby Spire, jewel of the Mithril Mountains, capital of all Dwarvenkind within Rhódani. It was once nearly consumed by the wrath of the Karamun, their dragon fire and abyssal pact scorching stone and soul alike. 2 decades later, under Hammerthane, Lorcina Daythorpe, the dwarves rebuilt. Their forges blaze again, their hammers sing once more, and the jewel of Daythorpe gleams proudly above a city reborn. But now those same forges tremble. Some weeks ago, miners working in the Stoneflow Caverns, the vast mining networks beneath the city, struck something buried. A sealed passage, blackened and fused almost by seemingly divine flame. Since then, tremors have rippled through the lower wards, lanterns flickering, guttering. Stone hums with heat, a heat that shouldn't be there. This region of the world is not volcanic by any means. When the Anvil's Rest fell silent 2 days past, Lorcina herself called for aid. The dwarves whisper that something ancient has awakened beneath them, something forged long ago, before the War of Fire from thousands of years prior. And so, you were chosen. Whether by skill or reputation, or in some cases perhaps desperation, the task now falls to you. To descend into the Stoneflow Caverns, uncover the source of the tremors, and return before the mountain swallows itself whole. You are warned to take care. The lower mines are unstable, haunted by echoes of a craft too divine for mortal hands. The old smiths call it the Deep Forge of Tharionis, where the god of the forge, Tharionis, was said to breathe life into the molten rock. But the Deep Forge was sealed long ago, for a reason. As the gate seals behind you with a thunderous clang, the air grows warmer very quickly. Faint red light pulses ahead in the distance down the cavern, like a heartbeat in the rock. Somewhere far below, you just about hear the sound of metal striking metal. Once, twice, and then silence. It seems that the Deep Forge calls out from beyond the Beckoning Dark. Everyone, please roll me a d20.
$15.
15.
It's 9.
9.
10.
10.
9.
9 again.
14.
14. So the highest was a 15, all right? So with that 15, please, if you'd be so kind, tell us about your character. Tell us about what they look like. What you look like as you find yourself in this space here.
As we are venturing under the earth, there is a faint amber glow, not enough to create actual light, but enough to highlight the bark and briar that forms what can only be described as nature's answer to a revenant. Tall, jagged, and burning in its focus. No real face, just jagged markings revealing amber beneath. Baron, the amber white, is just looking around over their current companions. One of whom is, of course, kin, and requires protecting. One arm does not end in a hand, but instead extends out into thorn and amber like a sword, and the other is branded with a glowing mark, much similar to the one on their face, resembling a face. That is Baron.
Thank you, Baron. I believe next was the 14?
Oh, that's me. Camera pans along and then down as we see a dwarven figure stood there, sort of longish black hair tied up into a high bun, nice, well-kept beard, not your typical dwarven long beard that goes down, because then that gives somebody something to grip onto when you're fighting them. So it's tactically kept short, not wearing any armor, quite muscled and ripply, definitely mountain dwarf. Lots of little pots and scars across their arms and across their face from the odd bottle that's been thrown at them and all of that. And as the doors shut, he just kind of goes, "Oh, right, so the smell of stagnant shite, that's how you know you're in the depths of the dwarven kingdoms."
Amazing. Thank you. I believe it was Robert?
I've gone Rob Toskins this time. Robert was my father.
Bob Toskins. A legend was written this day. All right. So following from the 14, it was a 10, I believe. Was it a 10?
Yeah, I had a 10.
10, all right.
Panning even further down. Next to you is a small black cat, essentially, with glowing yellow eyes and red, orange, and yellow patterns all throughout their fur. It's just hands on what would be hips if he were humanoid. It's just, I don't like this smell. It's not pleasant. Tiny hairball kicks out, and it's just like a little ball of fire on the ground. Just embers on the floor. Ugh. And that's Archie.
Good to meet you, Archie. Now, for our last two, we had 2 9s, so I suppose decide amongst yourselves who would like to go first.
Easy. Up to you. Go for it.
You go first. I like to be fashionably late.
Works for me. So yeah, I was kind of expecting the camera to have to pan down, but I'm not entirely sure it will have. I think looking somewhat like something that might have possibly dropped off of Baron as they walked along. There's Oxeye, who's it's all of about 3 feet tall, where he's got a long coat on, but it's open. You can see what appears to be bark and moss, where skin and hair should be, with a weird sort of shock of slightly greying but still purple hair that looks almost like the flowers on heather. Many little glass bottles and vials of various bubbling liquids dangle from a belt. And one of the most glaringly obvious things is clearly some of the explosive concoctions of his have not gone particularly well, as he has an eye patch over his right eye and a small chunk of wood where his left leg should be from the knee down. You just hear him just thudding along with one clop as he walks. And that's Oxeye. It's just kind of closely following behind his Baron.
Amazing.
Right. Well, panning back up again from somewhere near Baron's knee, I suspect, we move up towards somewhere around Baron's shoulder to a striking brunette. I say striking because she is very careful to make herself look that way. Purple feathers hanging from her ears and piercing amber eyes. Exactly. Maria is making sure to always be a little bit in shadow just to create interest. A dark purple cape or cloak, barely moving in a wind that doesn't really exist, because what's a bard without prestidigitation? That said, she steps up next to the front of the group and runs her a purple gloved hand across her flute, and the air turns cooler. As she uses prestidigitation to chill the flute to a temperature comfortable for the surrounding area, and turns around and, well, I'd say this is nice environs, but I can't see anything. It smells like sewers, however.
Is it getting hot in there, or is it just me?
I am unaffected.
All right. Thank you for those introductions. So, the 5 of you have entered this space, mission in hand. The descent begins ahead of you along a narrow shaft carved deep into the mountain's heart. Dwarven engineering keeps the structure true, but the air would grow hotter if it weren't for the well-timed prestidigitation, which you'll have to keep doing the whole way down.
Yep.
If that is your intent.
I can do it 3 times on 3 different objects, and it lasts for 1 hour at a time.
Good to know.
That's so extra. It's like walking down this cavern just doing their makeup. Just
100%.
Just like, no, it's too warm. I'm just gonna cool this off.
Oh, she's just padding along on all fours, quite comfortable with the heat.
As you venture down this first path, eventually it opens up back into the outside, a hidden, tucked away part of the mountains, not easily accessible from the outside. But you see that there is a series of tunnels. There is a half broken, half rotted away wooden sign above one of these tunnels. You can read enough of it to make out that this does signify that the Stoneflow Caverns are down this route, which is your destination. Off to the other tunnels, you see broken railway tracks with minecarts, equally broken, stacked to one side, clearly abandoned for generations at this stage. I think the first thing you notice in this space is that it's almost too quiet. You welcome silence sometimes. Eredhel is a very noisy, rowdy city for the most part. The silence can be welcoming, but it's just a little too quiet. Even the wind feels like it should be louder than it is right now. And looking into this initial tunnel, the first thing you see, the first sign of trouble, the passageway is collapsed somewhat. But through the gaps you can see red light pulsing in slow, steady intervals. Again, like a heartbeat. What would you like to do?
Is there any... Am I able to spot any clear lurking or signs of imminent danger, or is this just an odd spot?
Go ahead and give me perception or investigation, your choice.
Well, I have advantage on investigation for some reason, but it sucks, so I'll go perception. Jesus Christ, why didn't I pick a bit? 19.
19, very good. There doesn't appear to be any immediate signs of danger, per se. Certainly not from... I mean, are you looking for a specific kind of danger?
I think just generally keeping a lookout. I think it's very intuitive, especially like out in forests and stuff. When it goes silent, that is almost nature's indication that something is up. There is a predator nearby. There is some disturbance that makes everything go quiet. So I think it's just the natural... What's wrong?
Archie's ears are probably giving it this.
Then, with a 19, I would say, if anything, that increases the paranoia, because if this made sense, there would be some sort of predator nearby. But you see no signs, no traces of anyone or anything alive.
How long would you say the walk from the the entrance to here to where we are right now would have taken?
I'm going to say about maybe 20 minutes, not too long.
Could Maria have been talking softly, inspiring words to the rest of the party during this?
I imagine she would have been.
Yeah, because I have the inspiring leader feat.
Uh-huh.
And if you would allow it, each party member would have 13 temporary hit points by this point.
Very good. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
It wasn't me greatly.
That's 13... is that temporary hit points or additional to your max?
Temporary hit points.
Okay.
It lasts until our next short rest. Long or short rest.
Or until I take them away.
Or until you take them away. But yes, until they're spent or we take a long or short rest.
We now have 106 hit points.
Ooh, get you.
Thank you for telling me how much damage I need to do.
That is almost twice the amount that I have.
Thank you for telling me how much I need to do.
Come then.
I'm very squishy for a monk.
I suppose the only way through this blockage is to clear it.
That would seem to be
Can
the
I
case.
see if there's any smaller gaps that I can just squeeze through because I'm quite little?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Ahead. Oh yay, I'm so good at that. Okay, that's an 18.
18, very good. I'm going to say, let me make a quick roll here. I'm going to roll my D3 because I never get to roll these fuckers. You can see there's potentially 2 points in the rubble that look like you might be able to squeeze through. One looks a bit safer than the others. There's sort of one, like, at the floor, which you look at and you think, if I get stuck halfway through and then it collapses, this whole thing's coming down on me. Whereas the other one looks to be quite high up, with a little bit of rubble above it. If the same thing were to happen, perhaps you would be okay.
Okay. I can probably try and squeeze through that gap up there and see what's ahead. If you want.
Well, I might have something that could help you with that. Maria sticks her, as I stick my hand into a bag I have at my side, pick out a tiny fuzzy object and just chuck it on the ground, because someone allowed me to use the grey bag of tricks.
Yes.
Nope, that's also D12. Do I have any D8? There it is. That's a 4, and a boar appears where the fuzzy thing landed.
And he's immediately very alarmed at being in this place.
Yes, very alarmed. Hi. And I'm gonna point towards the small cat-like creature and I know you're a bit brutish, but could you help our dear friend? And tell the boar to help out in case of a cave-in.
Okay, so let's just quickly examine that
Yes.
that prompt, shall we?
Absolutely.
A boar is going to help this little Biscari climb up this very potentially dangerous pile of rubble and protect it in case there's a cave-in. Just so I'm understanding the prompt correctly.
No, more of a, if it helps, help clear. If it caves in, help clear the path to the Viscari.
Okay, cool. Copy that. So it sort of cocks its head a little bit, and then you see it nod. Somehow more confused the fact that it is not only understanding you, but taking orders from you now. And just sort of walks over to Archie and just like grunts a little bit. I can't do pig sounds, so I'll put it in post.
And lean up against the rock with a really proud of myself smirk on my face. At least we know you ain't boring. I'll take a sip of my tankard.
As soon as the tankard touches your lips, you feel a breeze, a cold breeze, between your legs as your pants fall down.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Well, now you have a tunnel bore in case of emergencies.
Thank you. And I'm just like, beep, 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 beep.
All right.
To the tight gap.
So, I'm going to let you choose athletics or acrobatics, your choice. If you have any abilities, features, or traits that would assist you in this, I'll allow you to use them. The DC is going to be a 12.
Okay.
Could I assist?
How would you like to assist?
I'm a dwarf. We're in Dwarven Mines. I'm a dwarf. We're in Dwarven Mines. I'd like to use my stone cunning species feature to get a sense of the type of stonework that is around here and point out any, like in Minecraft, where you come across some bits of stone that are slightly weaker than others, and you can sort of pickaxe them really quickly. I want to see like how it looks down here and be like, right, so when you get to the stonework that's got the little black dots in it, you want to make sure that you're not anywhere near that, because if you touch that, that might break and might cause the cave in. You want to stay near more the sort of darker rocks because they're unbreakable, because you're at the bottom of the level sort of thing, and you want to make sure that you get through that way.
Cool. All right. I think with that in mind, I will allow Archie to make this check at advantage as Bob is pointing out structural weak points here and there, and don't step on that particular bit of stone, blah, blah, blah. And you'll make the check at advantage.
It's on rendered gravel, it will fall if it updates.
I've got proficiency in athletics, but my acrobatics is still better, so I'm going to go with that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. So that will be a success. So since you chose acrobatics, please describe how you elegantly do this. Acrobatically.
Yeah, like any very elegant cat. Sure, they're elegant. It's just like getting up. I'll jump to that bit, look up, check where I'm going next, take in mind what he's just said, find another good spot, and leap all my way up until I get to the gap and like wriggle through.
All right. As you leap back down to the other side, you see that the rest of the way ahead is actually clear. At the far end of the chamber, you see a almost colossal-sized mithril door stands half buried in more fallen stone. Great circular runes span its face. You see a thin line of what looks almost like lava or molten metal trickling in lines beneath the door, almost like veins in skin. This is not a volcanic region, but it looks like it is in here. And across the arch above the door, you see what looks like some sort of ancient script. What languages do you speak?
Common Sign Language and Druidic.
You have no idea what it says.
Figured. That's fine. I'll not jump all the way back up and go all the way back down again. That'll just be too much faff. So I'll sort of like get really low the way cats do at the gap at the bottom and like not stick my head through, but like so that the others can hear me through the gap at the very bottom. Just be like, there's a big fucking door in here with loads of runes on it and a lava river. And there's not supposed to be lava here.
Interesting. Yeah.
At least
Are you clear of the debris?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll like...
I will start just with also my one hand. I only have one. Just start grabbing things and pulling them aside. Start making a way through this debris rather than having the party split.
All right, go ahead and give me a... Now, are you doing this carefully, or are you attempting to do this quickly? What's the general approach here?
As paranoid as I am in the silence, there is no immediate danger, so I'm not going to risk causing any, so I'll go carefully.
All right, in that case, give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Make sure
Why did I roll
when you
two?
move,
No.
when you move that one, okay, hang on a minute, because the rest of us we prop up this bit here to make sure that doesn't collapse in, and then you can tactically move this. I'll do the same thing again if that's okay.
Yep, you put on your hard hat and your high-vis jacket, and you...
Cool. That's the original dice anyway. Dexterity check, right?
Yes.
15.
15 is pretty good. I'll say you take your time to make sure it's carefully. You take on the advice of the foreman in the room, and you you are able to clear enough of the debris. A lot of it is quite unstable, but you're able to clear enough so that the rest of you can indeed get through. It is a bit of a squeeze for the larger ones of you, which I believe is one of you. But you do manage to open it up enough.
Fantastic. What? Jeez.
I will do one last cursory glance back where we came from, because that paranoia remains.
Paranoia remains.
Something is wrong.
Again, it's the absence of, like, as you've gone deeper, it actually feels like it's gotten quieter, but you can't get quieter than silence. And you can still hear around you the scuffling of feet, the breath from your companions talking, but it's everything in between, the gaps in the noise, that are just too quiet.
So, as we come through the runes around this door, could we try and see if any of us can decipher them? I did have a look language-wise. I've got Common and Dwarvish.
Okay.
So that's...
Wouldn't you know it? In this Dwarven mountain range, they are ancient Dwarven ruins. Runes. You are indeed able to read it.
These ruins are made of runes.
Yes, they are. That's what you get with your investigation check. You take a look at these runes and you're able to translate that it says, by Tharionis' hand we shaped, and by his will we sealed. And as you do, as you get to the end, as you get to that word sealed, that rune flares for a second and then fades. The same colour as the molten veins of magma below the door. And everyone would notice that if they were looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is when the silence breaks for you, Baron. Something fills that gap. A slow, steady rhythm that matches those tremors that you felt earlier in the ground. And then nothing. Once, twice, nothing. A strange heartbeat in the rock. And that's all.
I've been picking up stones and like stone dust and stuff and putting them into my bags just in case we end up in some sort of a labyrinth or maze and we need some indication. I'm just sort of preparing myself for anything like that, just putting things in my bag with my trousers still around my ankles.
Yes, of course.
Friend, your pants are down.
Oh yeah, so they are. Put them back up. Thanks.
I've
They're like,
asked you to
dungarees.
purchase a belt.
Oh, I mean, where's the fun in that? Just restrict you. I need a bit of, bit of mobility so I can, get around a bit and, keeping the stomach sort of squished in is not the most comfortable of things.
Fair enough.
I suggest we continue forward.
As I'm not sure if this will be allowed. One of my feats is a telekinetic. I have the ability to telekinetically shove normally a creature. Could I perhaps try and use my mind to see if I can open the door?
You can certainly try. This is a solid mithril door that looks to have been shut for quite some time. It will be a high DC, but it is not impossible.
I've got to give it a shot.
What does it look like as you invoke this ability?
I think anyone who is watching, what they would actually see is Oxeye take the eye patch and move it over, and what's left under there is kind of looks a bit like burnt, like undergrowth, and it just starts to fizzle a little as he just furrows his eyebrows and just seems to stare very intently at the door, possibly humming a little tune to himself.
I think no. Well, what is the lighting in here? Is the light only from this molten metal, or is it?
The majority of it is, yes. Any other light sources, if there are any coming off, I imagine Baron is somewhat of a light source.
To create mechanical light, but enough to be visible.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm a human. I don't have dark vision. But I think seeing Oxeye doing this, I'm gonna go over and just put a hand on their shoulder and say, whatever you're doing, I do hope it brings a sense of clarity. As I use the bardic inspiration feat I have to cause euphoria.
Euphoria?
Yes, which is
Fine with it.
the
Jesus.
target enters a heightened state of delight and confidence, gaining advantage on charisma and wisdom checks and saving throws for the next minute. Because she does not trust that door, she trusts Oxide.
If possible, I'd also like to give guidance. Just throw that on top.
Yeah.
Everyone
Oxeye's just like,
give a thumbs up.
I've got this.
And you can add a D8.
D8, fantastic.
And a 4 for my guidance.
4.
So what does it say? Does it say what the actual roll is for using this?
Well, normally, I believe it would actually be a save for whoever I'm trying to use it on, but obviously we can't expect a door to roll.
Gotcha. So I'm going to say this would be strength. You have a D8 and a D4 from these guys.
Yeah.
And a strength is not your best stat.
It's his strength if I'm using my mind.
Could be a spellcast roll.
I like the logic.
You know what? Yeah, no, it's a good point. I will let you use your spellcasting modifier instead. So the D20 spellcasting modifier, a D8 and a D4.
Right.
Which is potential to
Well, I'm
do well.
absolutely definitely going to use the bardic and the guidance for this. Oh my good god.
That bad? Oh dear.
I'm going to take a picture of this.
Not good.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
I'll put this in the group chat. All 3 dice are a 1.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
I
You should
rolled
get an award for that.
I rolled
Shall I
3
send you a
ones
dice scale?
with a +5.
Just confirms doors are the BBEG, doesn't matter what they're made of.
True.
I'll send you my dice scale.
I don't know if I can fit all 3 of these in there. No, the lid doesn't go on with all 3 of them.
So
The D20 is staying in there.
so that's a total result of
A total result of 8.
8.
So I have a +5.
All right, let me read this here. All right. You make that connection with this ability. The fizzling, blaring. And then you are knocked off balance, all of you knocked off balance for a second as the tremors return, but much, much stronger. And Baron, you definitely being the more paranoid about that silence, everything, you're the first to hear this. You hear past the tremor. Once, twice, silence. The sound of a hammer striking an anvil. Metal upon metal. The resonance ringing so finely and precisely to cause tremors. And it's at this point I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. Nice out of my girlfriend's chest because mine are all cursed. That didn't help. That's an entirety of 6.
It's a 20.
They're 20.
20.
Now you roll well.
Yeah. I think the problem is Oxeye tried to use the eye that he can't see with to look at something. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
He thought it would help. And he
The
just
shy of the
puts the
door.
patch back over and then braces himself.
100%. So
21.
21.
So
16.
who rolled badly?
I got a 6.
I can give you a +5 with Spark of Genius. If I don't know if that will help, but I'll do it anyway.
The DC is 10.
There you go.
So I believe that would help.
It's Spark of Genius, that's what it's called, isn't it?
Puts me to an 11.
Flash of genius.
Flash of Genius, sorry.
That's the one. Amazing. So that's a success for everyone. Fantastic. Because upon the next round of tremors, the floor suddenly gives way.
Oh.
And you all begin sliding down a rubble-filled path. As you land and then rubble drops and the floor drops further and you fall further and further and further down. Somehow you manage to keep your feet, but you're not quite sure how far you are dropping. As you are trying to hold your ground, you see ahead of you the ground opens up and you see the mithril door just come roaring past as the floor behind it gives way and it falls into the abyss. And you instinctively hold your breath. And your feet find the ground. Solid ground. You all are in a dark space, looking for each other. You're all together, and you all hear it very, very acutely now. Ding! Ding! Followed by silence. That resonant ringing, that clang. You feel the vibration of the tremors in those of you that have ribs. You feel it in individual ribs vibrating like tuning forks. That's what I'm thinking of. You look.
Baron feels it in the amber of their sword.
Definitely.
Just that hum.
Now you look ahead of you to where you saw that door fall. There is a narrow tunnel, very different. The stone of this tunnel is not carved, it's melted. It's glassy and black, like obsidian, blackened as though it's been scorched from the inside out. And that familiar red glow seeps up through cracks and fissures. And in the air, you just taste iron and ozone. It's intense. Not even a prestidigitation can cool the air in this place, unfortunately, so you really begin to feel the sweat those of you that are made of natural materials, I'm going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. So that
Does it perhaps help that my current seasonal kinship has me resistant to fire damage?
you don't know.
Fair enough. Constitution save, you said?
Constitution save.
Oh, I'm sweating like a boar in a slaughterhouse as I look towards the wall.
18.
18.
15.
15. Luckily, you both pass as you immediately feel the sheer discomfort. It's like every fiber of your being is telling you to not be in this place. Your body is rejecting the heat in this place. It is incredibly uncomfortable.
I think Baron's going to take a moment to make sure Oxeye is okay.
I mean, I kind of wish I could sweat. It's a bit toasty in here. You can see just one of his ears starts to wilt.
Oh, that's sad.
I think if you gave me that flash of genius to help save me, I probably landed like on your head as we fell. But I'm a cat. I don't have skin to sweat, so I'm just like.
Baron just picks you off of their head and puts you on the ground.
Too hot. Even for me, it's too hot.
I actually picked a magic item that might actually be helpful in this moment, and I pull my tankard out and I go, Elefan, and it fills up with 3 pints of rich dwarven ale. So I picked a tankard of plenty, and I'm just going to hang that round to a big one. I picked it for a joke, and it's actually going to be helpful.
Love to see it.
Right, given that it's dwarven, how high a percentage is it? Just catches fire.
It says rich dwarven ale, so I reckon it's probably quite up there on percentage. I took it mainly so I could use it as a throwing item.
Are we talking like ruby ale, or are we talking Trappist beer here?
We're talking the high-end stuff. This is like drinking silk gold.
So
it's not.
just on a scale, like ruby ale is normally 4.5%. Trappist is about 14.5.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a strong Leffy or something.
Yeah.
Definitely. I will quickly ask Oxeye, as they seem to be taking a tonic, an ale, whatever it is. How thirsty do you feel as you look at the numerous bottles and brews on your possession?
Yeah, certainly. I'm very tempted by some of them. I'm just trying to look. Definitely don't want to be going with the explosive concoctions just now. So yeah, I think yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I think there's wild brews that could potentially be useful in this point. I will get the table up on my screen, and yeah, I will grab one of the flasks off of my belt. The question is, do I offer it around, or do I just take a swig? That's what the D2 is for. Just reaches down, grabs on his belt, and takes a drink out of whatever he had. Didn't look. Still got the eye patch on the wrong side.
So we're drinking a wild brew, are we?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So what did we say earlier? 2 D12s and go with the lowest?
Go with the lowest.
There's a 4. Absolutely useless. I've just regained some health that I hadn't lost. But at least I'm not as thirsty.
Yeah, I mean,
wilting could just unwilt.
Yeah, my ear just takes a sip. My ear just goes back up. It's basically is it baby bio stuff that like your gran used to put in her plants?
Absolutely, I'm here for it. I might need to add that to the table for the next version.
I think as we're clearly in dangerous territory, since it lasts until arrest, I'm going to activate my Rite of Storm on my arm. Thank you. 6 points of necrotic damage. Gotta love that max roll. But now, yeah, that right's active.
What does this look like?
Within the amber, there's just pulses of... It's not quite electricity yet. It looks like just jets of pulsating crimson liquid inside that just sort of shoots up and then jaggeds and pulls back in, like it's searching for its target.
Amazing. So, do we wish to proceed down the path ahead, or are there any other preparations anyone would like to take?
The only other thing I would like to do is just use my magical tinkering. I'm just gonna... I've got like a little staff, sort of walking stick, and I'm just gonna use the magical tinkering just to create a dull light at the end of that, since I also realised that I don't have dark vision either. So it's only 5 feet of light, but it's a 5 foot radius, so it's at least
no one has been able to see anything. They've just been following the faint glow of Baron.
Yeah. Interestingly
You
enough,
also can't see in the dark.
Interestingly enough, in this space, though, the previously described walls that are more obsidian-like, there is a glossiness to it, and it actually reflects that light to be a little bit better. And I'll say, instead of 5 feet, it's probably nearer 15 with the reflective quality of the tunnel around you.
Nice.
Anybody else forgot we found a secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
I was hoping somebody would do that.
There's always one.
I was trying so hard not
Usually
to.
me.
Oh, I've been humming Diggy Diggy Hold in my head this whole time.
That's just an everyday occurrence for me.
Love to read a sneak up today.
All right. So are we continuing?
I think I'd like to stand at the front of the group.
Yeah, let's get a marching order
Just-
in.
Yeah.
So Baron
I
at the
would
front.
like to be first to be hit by anything, should it occur.
Well, since you asked so nicely. All right, we've got Baron up front. Who wants to go at the back?
I don't mind being in the back. My ears will just be like on a swivel to listen out for anything behind us.
Okay. Any preference for the three in the middle, or?
Be near the back as well. I think I'm the second tankiest out of all of us, potentially. Just going by classes.
My question is, who has healing capabilities aside from me?
I have
All right,
some healing.
we should be in the middle.
Yeah, I was thinking. I think Oxeye is sticking relatively close to sort of the back of Baron's legs,
Yeah. So
just kind of peering round. And just for flavour, I do have a light crossbow. Not very good at using it, but I'm just gonna have it out just in case.
good to know. All right. Sounds good. So we continue on. It's difficult to track time down here. It's a bit of a weird broth, you could say. That usually triggers people when I say that because it's incorrect. After what maybe could be 10 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be an hour, the descent ends abruptly as the tunnel opens up into a vast hall. An ancient dwarven regal hall. At this depth, you must be in the heart of the mountains. And as you pass through this doorway as it opens up, the heat immediately breaks. It is cool, it is comfortable, and it is ever so silent. And as you look around, you take in the space. There are crystals embedded into torch braziers that light up the space. You see chains as thick as tree trunks hanging from the ceiling, suspending a colossal forge crucible above a pit of glowing magma. Runes crawling across the walls, lighting up like veins, blaring in unison, following the sound of the tremors that is quiet but still present. It's more of a feeling now. You hear the hammer once again. Ding. Ding. Silence. But the silence continues. And in that silence, something exhales. And from the heart of the forge ahead, something begins to move. The first thing you see, much like Smash Sensation Terminator 2, a pool of liquid metal drips down from the forge and then floods down, but it doesn't cascade out. It stays in a formless blob on the floor. And it begins to grow. It begins to harden. It begins to take shape. A vast silhouette of dwarven make, twice the height of any giant, shoulders broad as a gatehouse. Its chest glows with a core of pure forge light, almost like a miniature sun burning behind these plates of ancient, scorched mithril. Its head is a helm without a face, a blank mask of metal, carved with the symbol of Therionis, the Forge Heart, one of the gods of Rhódani. Inside the visor, rivers of molten gold shift like eyes. Each motion is accompanied by the grinding of gears older than memory. Heat radiates in waves. Hot, cold, hot, cold. It's discombobulating. And it warps the air. You know that sort of heat effect that you see in like the desert? You see that all around this form. Upon its back, as it sort of turns around to adjust to the room, you see the remnants of what once were great wings of steel, broken, torn off, unsure. Great slabs of blackened steel remain in place as stumps, inscribed with old Rhódani scripture. They flare like heated metal and then cool. And then a voice fills the chamber. Who forges without the hand of Therionis? And as this voice echoes out, wind picks up. There should be no wind down here. The room begins to glow. You see around the perimeter magma begin to rise as a barrier. There should be no magma. This is not a volcanic region. None of this makes sense. And Baron, for you especially, the gaps between the noise is still too quiet. But there's no time for that, because it seems the Deep Forge has awoken, and it does not recognize you as its kin. So I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
What I'm here for, motherfuckers.
Oh, God. Okay.
That makes sense.
My d20s are cursed. That's a 7.
26.
Jesus. I will take the results in a moment.
For once, I'm happy to roll low because supports don't go first. Well, in this case, I would have liked to because I have an idea. But, you know.
All right, 25 to 20. I know there's a 26. Anyone else 25 to 20? Nope. 20 to 15?
17.
Okay. Anyone else? Oh boy. 15 to 10.
13.
How much, sorry?
13.
13. 10 to 5?
7.
9.
Okay.
These dice are getting swapped. Hi, Kitty. I know.
Well, luckily for all of you, the corrupted Forge Warden of Therionis rolled a natural 1 on its initiative. Because of course I rolled a nat 1.
No. That's when you say, I choose to go last. Because that will scare players.
Yeah.
I don't need that to scare players.
I've done that once, and my players wanted to leave.
All right, friends.
Music was like in my fight or flight.
Yeah.
All right, top of the initiative round. Baron, you see this behemoth of... It's almost like a mixture of stone and metal in most places. About 20 feet tall, I would say. It is huge. Fills a lot of the space in this room. I'll say it's about 30 feet away from where you were all stood. I don't have a map, unfortunately. What would you like to do?
That is a very good question. I think I am generally setting up on Baron's sword arm before it turns to amber and is just that teased out rough foliage and bark. It opens up more as more amber starts to glow as I activate the Eldritch Claw Tattoo, my magic item, for the next minute, increasing my melee range to 15 feet and adding another d6 force damage onto everything, which is very fun.
Very nice.
I will then hold my action to attack if this thing moves closer to us. I'll move 15 feet closer and then just hold ground and hold my action.
All right, so staying 15 feet away. Good to know. Oxai, that brings us over to you.
So I picked up a magic item kind of because the thought of it made me giggle. And there is part of me really wants to use it, but also it could kind of ruin this whole moment for everyone if it goes well.
Okay.
Oxai reaches into like a little pouch on his side and pulls out a small potion bottle and just... Is this thing within 30 feet of us?
It is 30 feet away from you.
Cool. It just absolutely wangs this potion bottle at it. And...
Potion of invisibility.
No, yeah. And just yells the words, "Don't hit me!" as he throws a potion called Don't Hit Me Juice. And I would like a DC 16 wisdom save.
DC
and on a
16.
fail, this creature is completely pacified for the next minute and cannot cause harm to any of the party.
Interesting.
Dang.
Cool.
Pretty good.
That is going to be 25.
Okay, right, so it passed. Good. In that case, it's not pacified. I've just angered it. It's slightly damp.
Yes.
Sweet.
Tried to tease it, but I think I just pissed it off.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've got a bonus action that is worthwhile. Technically, I can Misty Step once a day, and I'm very tempted to just disappear back out of the room. But no, As a bonus action.
As the liquid hits it, as the bottle smashes, it instantly, through the intense heat, just evaporates. And you see the mask that's taking you all in just goes... and is focused directly on you now. Please continue.
Fantastic. And then, as a bonus action, I am going to... My D&D Beyond 2 is told. Where is it? Bonus
They're
action.
waiting for you to turn the sound down on your end because it's crackling.
It's crackling. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let me. It could be the track. I can move to a different track. I haven't used Soundscape in a long time, so.
You have volume sliders on the tracks themselves.
Yes.
And sometimes when they peak, you can just lower that, and it will be fine.
Okay, let me move us to. You know, I can do this. Let's do this. That'll do. Anything else you have done?
Yeah, just to say as I can create another wild brew as a bonus action, so I'm going to create one and I will decide what I'm doing with it after I've got it. If that's okay, rather than just drinking it blindly this time.
Yeah, go for it. No problem.
So of the 2 rolls, I rolled 2 7s. So
Double 7s.
Okay, I have created it, and as long as it's drank within the next minute, it's okay. Chaos Warp. The drinker switches places with the nearest creature within 15 feet. So, given that Baron is currently 15 feet closer to the giant liquid metal dwarf that's trying to kill me, I'm not going to choose to drink that right this instant. I'm just going to hold on to that one for a while.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, and I think it's either that or potentially I run 30 feet forward and then drink it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that.
I love it.
Yeah, I think I'll just put that one in the little bandolier of potions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Okie dokie. That will bring us to Bob Toskins.
How wide is this room that we're in?
I would say.
Gone up?
I'm going to say it's like a 60. No. I'll say it's 80 by 80. So it's like a square room.
Whereabouts is Baron in terms of from the nearest lava wall to where they currently stood?
I'd say Baron is more or less in the middle. So it would be 40 feet either side of Baron.
Cool. I will run 20 feet to 15 feet forward, 20 feet to Baron's right, and then I will use my action to dodge in case it attacks me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's my turn.
All right, and your pants fall down.
I pick them up at the start of the turn. Like, I wasn't supposed to.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, thank you. That will bring us to Maya.
All right. Looking up at this large thing that just appeared and is looking to like it wants to kill us, watching Baron run forward, Maria, I bring out the flute, and you hear this odd kind of odd melody that seems to reflect the heat mirage coming off the giant thing. As she rushes forward, as the last note rings out, lays a hand on Baron, and Baron vanishes. As I cast Greater Invisibility on the barbarian. And then bolts back the rest of my 30 feet of movement.
Everyone is just going, choo, 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 choo.
In high heels, mind you. She has high heels.
Yes, of course.
Hang on.
Amazing.
Baron's gone.
All right, so Baron, you are under the effects of greater invisibility.
Yes.
Very, very
Which means
good.
that you can take damage, you can attack as much as you want, as long as Maria doesn't lose concentration, you're invisible.
There we are. They are now.
Very good. All right, anything else?
And she's gonna look over at Archie and I wouldn't suggest attacking, but I'm sure you got this. So give you Bardic Inspiration die. And which one do we pick? So I can pick one of each. Well, not one of each, one. I'm gonna give you the whimsy one, which lets you disengage or dash as a bonus action.
Hell yeah. All right.
For the next minute.
That might come in handy, especially now because Archie, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's got some kind of metal on it.
Yes, it is mostly metal.
Fantastic. And it's within 60 feet.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on it then. At third level.
Okay. Third level. Is that a save?
I'm just double checking.
I believe it's a con save.
Yes. Constitution saving throw or drop the object or if it's doing it on a weapon, but I'm not doing it on the thing itself.
Yeah, how can it drop it?
I
It
know.
by yourself.
Its pants fall down.
Oh no! That's what we call a war crime. People like
So-
to do that against paladins.
This creature has a very, very high Constitution modifier.
Of course.
Very high. But it did roll an 11 total.
My save DC is 15.
So it fails.
Where's my 8s? Where's my 8s? Shit. Should I have my 8s prepared? I'm sorry. Please do well. Oh, okay, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
13. Quick maths. Yes. All right, what does it look like as you invoke this druidic magic upon this entity?
I'm just kind of... As Katsa what to do, he kind of like backs up with all of his furs on end. He starts hissing and growling and under, like, right at it and just flame from his mouth. Right
yeah.
at its chest.
All right, it sort of careens around this entity, and you see that the metal aspects of it begin to glow, almost the same level of amber as Baron. Were we able to see the amber whites? At the moment, we're unable to do so. But very reminiscent. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
The amber white is a state of mind. You might already have it.
Amazing. All right, that will bring us to the Forge Warden's turn. So, it tries to shake off the effect of what's just happened to it, and then it sort of takes its gaze away from Oxeye and moves it to each and every one of you. And in a very quick speed, it moves off to the side a little bit, but forward about 30 feet. And it uses its smite pulse ability. I'm gonna need...
As it went to move, would it have triggered my held action?
You do have a was it 15 feet? You have a...
15 foot range.
So...
And the like, if it looked like it was going to engage.
yes, then it
like
would.
others.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Now that I'm invisible, that's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
So,
So,
Quest Junkies rules of natural 20, no shitty critties, it's maximum possible damage plus a normal roll with the dice.
fantastic. And there's a lot of dice because I've got 1d10 plus 1d6 lightning plus 1d6 force plus 3. This is going to be fun. So,
So what's the maximum possible out of all that?
maximum possible. Max plus a roll, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So is it?
So 10, 16, 22, 25 plus
So yeah, normal roll plus 25.
30, 35, 40 points of damage.
40
points
total.
of damage. A mixture of force, lightning, and pure invisible spite.
Yeah. What does this attack look like? It comes out of nowhere?
Given that Baron is currently invisible, this thing goes to move, and then there is just suddenly a sheer of sparks across its chest where the forge glow is, as it kind of I just sort of it's maybe knocked a few degrees off the angle it was originally going, or as it moved, directing it away from Oxeye as best I can. Just yeah, if anyone could see invisibility, it would look really cool, but I'll save that for next time. I rolled nat 20.
We will take your word for it. All right. As it takes that damage, considerable damage, it nonetheless continues with its action and uses its smite pulse ability. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. A DC of 16.
16 on the die. Hell yeah.
It's
For a
success.
22.
Okay.
Close 17.
This is my element.
Okay.
That's mine.
It's a 12 for Oxeye. Can you flash of genius yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
And I can only do one flash of genius at a time though, because I see Bob pulling a face there that suggests that perhaps a flash of genius.
It's fine. He can improvise.
Are you surprised with your pants down, Bob? Okay. So
Yeah, I'm going to flash of genius myself, if that's okay.
Oh, if I had been a valid bard, I would have helped, but I don't. Not. Yeah, I rolled a 15.
So, those of you that got above a 16, you take half damage. Those of you that failed, you will take 12 points of fire damage and 14 points of radiant damage. And those numbers are halved if you
So-
succeeded.
And then halved again because I'm resistant to fire damage. So
Correct.
12 halves to 6 halves to 3.
Yes.
And then what was the radiant?
The radiant was 14.
14, which then becomes 7. Nice.
I'm not resistant to any of those things, but it did exactly wipe out my temporary hit points from earlier on.
And actually,
I'm
I'm going
also
to use my evasion so that that's
I need to
my.
roll a 10.
Yeah, I used evasion.
Okay, you take no damage.
You roll a 10 or higher to keep concentration on greater invisibility.
Oh shit,
Yep.
yeah, same with heat metal, fuck.
No.
Oh,
The invisibility
is
drops.
gone.
Natural
Yes.
20 on my concentration.
And a plus 5 help.
Yeah, would I rolled a 9?
Flash of genius. Let's just burn through these. I'm just excited to be able to do something useful.
Well, then
Yeah.
you're still invisible.
All right.
you just see a flicker of Baron, just in full superhero landing pose. It's like you saw
Mario-
everything but the cool bit.
Mario shakes a bit and just bites down, grinds heel into the ground. Just thanks.
Let's shout to Baron. I bet that looked cool.
And then, following this, you immediately see the form just go as it phases into the stone floor, and then you hear behind you as it reappears up from the ground, phasing through the stone, immediately behind you all. And that's its turn. Baron,
It's a brave.
we're back to you.
Cool. As my bonus action, I shall finish my setup and enter a rage. How far away is it from me currently?
So, from moving behind you all, it's probably... let me think. This is easy when you've got maps. So it's 5 feet behind where the group was, that stayed behind. You were 15 feet ahead,
Yeah.
Yes.
so 20 feet away from where you are right now.
Cool. I shall move in 10 feet closer and take my 2 attacks invisibly. That's disappeared into there either. That's an 18 or another fucking nat 20.
Oh,
I am saving this dice.
let's go.
Here we go, motherfucker. So, so that's 10, 13, 19, 25, 27 plus 7, 35, 36. Brain. 36. 30. What the fuck is my brain doing? What? Yes. 39 points of damage.
39.
Full on just crashed there. That's my first attack. Now for my second.
Is this payback for me one-shotting your Daggerheart one-shot?
I'm gonna have to take a photo of this. That's another nat 20.
Holy shit.
You're just making up for my rolls.
I feel so good about that.
Holy fuck, you guys.
Yeah, so fun fact, I played in a playtest session with Amy for Daggerheart. First time playing Daggerheart, and practically wiped an entire encounter by myself. In one move. It's crazy. And I felt very bad about it.
31,
In
137. Another 40 points of damage.
Okay.
God damn.
All right. It is definitely below its. It's below half health. I'll put it that way. It is looking bloodied.
Tell you what I should also do. I'll call it with the finishing of that third strike. Again, invisible, but you guys see again just another like shearer sparks against, and then another one across, and you realize it was forming a pattern as I apply my brand of castigation on them, as unbeknownst to probably most people, Baron included, the brand of Karudar appears on its front.
Oh,
Burning.
that has lore implications in this place. Oh dear. Oh, that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass if we do more
yeah.
if we do more of these. Let me tell you,
100%.
that's fucking treasonous in this place.
Yeah. I heard you mention the name. It was like, oh, this is going to be fun with Baron here.
Okay, good to know. Your DM will remember this.
Yeah.
Sorry, took lots of damage. I bet that looked cool as shit. I was in my trousers again.
I moved 10 feet, didn't I?
Yes.
I am going to move. Who's the closest person to me?
To you, I think, was everyone pretty much at the same distance away from me, I think?
I hadn't moved.
Neither did I.
Yeah, the ones that had moved forward had moved back. So, like, everyone's sort of... I'm imagining a line in front of this creature now.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, if you went 15 feet in one direction, then 10 feet back again, you're basically just 5 feet in front of me.
I will just move to be within 5 feet of as many allies as I can.
I think if you stay exactly where you are, you would be within 5 feet of everyone, pretty much.
Cool. I will stay where I am, because now if they are damaged by this thing, it suffers psychic damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
I assume it's just,
Love
if blanket statement, it damages me or a creature within 5 feet, it suffers 4 psychic, not 4 psychic per instance of it damaging me or a creature within 5 feet.
No. Just the singular.
Just the singular. I assume so, but worth checking.
Worth checking. This is what playtesting is for.
Yeah.
Because it also shows us,
also
like,
just-
oh shit, we
yeah.
need to rewrite this.
That's just base Blood Hunter.
Yeah. So blame Matt Mercer is what we're saying.
Yeah. If it hits me with a melee attack as well, it takes a further 3 damage.
Good to know.
That is my turn.
That is like the most damage.
I
can
think
do.
I've done enough. You know.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oxeye steps. I'm just like, right, I've got this. Yeah, I think. Again, just for pure flavor, Oxeye, like, I think he's vaguely aware that he's got Baron around him. Just sort of, there's a quick reach, and it feels like there's just nothing, but just kind of there. Cast Enlarge. He's just reaching out. So Baron now doubles in size and is invisible, and can add a D4 to any attack damage.
The amount of times I have run a game of D&D and my players have unexpectedly turned it into a kaiju battle of sorts. I am not against this. I fucking love kaiju movies, so...
I did consider trying to run over and cast Reduce on that, but it's a con save, and that would have been that would not have gone well in my favour.
Forest
so that's
You failed mine.
the root sparrow.
yes. So that's my action, and it's now unfortunately a concentration spell. And as a bonus action, let's create another wild brew. And see what this one does. And I am very tempted. Just to make things, just for flavour. No. Could I object interaction drink the one that I made that allows me to just switch places?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so if this creature is looking at us, all it sees is just Oxeye just immediately just appears 5 feet to the side for no apparent reason, and it has no idea that a giant barbarian is now where Oxeye was standing before.
It's just looking confused, thinking to itself, why didn't you just walk? It's literally 5 feet.
It just thinks that I'm just really fast. It blinked and it didn't see me move.
Holy shit.
I'd also
And
just
then-
like to note, I currently have How It's Done from K-pop Demon Hunters playing,
Nice.
and it really works with the vibe.
I need to watch that.
And yeah,
It's so good.
I mean, one of Maria's songs on the playlist I made for her is Your Idol.
Brilliant.
I haven't watched any of it, but my niece really wants me to. So,
It's so good.
but yeah, if that was just an object interaction, then I can use the bonus action to create a new one.
Yeah, go for
And
it.
we'll see what it happens. 5. Okay. Yeah, here's just for funsies. Inky Veil. The drinker becomes invisible for 1 minute or until they make an attack or cast a spell. So what this giant Terminator dwarf thing sees happening is Oxeye immediately is just 5 feet over to the side and then gone. He just takes a drink, he's gone.
Swig.
Just take
Swig.
2 drinks, two drinks, and just disappear. Like flashes to the side, it's like a glitch. Just like Oxide just glitches out of existence.
It's like a 4-dimensional chess move.
Yeah. It's questioning its sanity. If it's just was that little shrub always there, or was it never there to begin with? Am I imagining this?
And then just because I
How
technically
long was
haven't
I
actually
asleep?
used any movement, I'm just going to move maybe 20 feet further off to the side, just
gonna
so
go-
we're not all bunched up.
Just gonna go back to Eredhel. Put your feet up.
No one else knows. Can invisible people see other invisible people?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think they can.
No.
Just like appear, be like, hi. Yeah, that's
Just, my work is done.
All right.
I know.
I suppose interesting query for Baron. You notice you suddenly grow in size, but then you look, and the one that you are supposed to create to protect has vanished.
I feel like Baron has been acting guardian of Oxide for long enough to know that they are... they kind of just vanish or teleport or turn orange or explode into diamonds.
This is normal.
As I'm running away, I just shout, I'm okay.
It's like... And they definitely know the enlarge move. This is what they're here for.
Yes, of course. All right. That finish your turn?
Yes.
All right. Back to Bob. Oh, your microphone's gone very quiet and staticky.
Just check my settings quickly.
Oh, there we go.
There
There.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I touched nothing.
That's weird.
Strange.
Very strange. Might have been because I unpaused and then spoke straight away.
Maybe.
Unpaused, unmuted. I don't know. Right. Well, this thing's gonna be golden, and then I run up the to the forge. Is there anything here? Is the hammer there? Is there anything that's been worked on here?
I would say there's nothing immediately around you, but there are lots of pieces of this entity that are cracked and potentially loosened. Are you looking for an improvised weapon? Okay. Would you like to use a piece of this Forge Warden to hit this Forge Warden? Would you like to hit this motherfucker with its own motherfucker?
Yes. I'm thinking of the Incredibles movie where the big robot thing can only be wounded by attacking itself.
Love that.
Oh,
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm going to put some of the bits up onto the forge. Right, now I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm going to stick them all in my pocket, and then I'm going to run down towards the thing. I'd like to, throw one at it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't have improvised weapon on my thing, but I will use a dart because it's the exact same
Yeah. That makes sense.
stats. So, although I've taken it off now, I'll use unarmed strike. It's 20 to 60 feet for thingy.
Yeah. You're good.
Sorry, need to roll. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 will indeed hit.
It's not much damage, but I will give it a go. 11 points of whatever damage the DM decides, because improvised.
I will say this is... I mean, it's a piece of the Forge Warden, so it's at least magical bludgeoning damage. We'll go with that. So how much was that again?
11 in total.
11, not bad.
I will use my second attack to do the same thing again as I get within melee combat of it.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason rolled the exact same roll. 14 for a 20.
Nice, that will hit.
No, that's a cocked dice because that ended up on my pillow. No, that was only a 1, so that's 4 points of magical bludgeoning.
All right.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
I would then like to very much like, and again, this is a K-pop Demon Hunter reference, I'd very much like to slide shards in between my fingers, like Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm going to take a couple of unarmed strikes at it.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Yes, let's go.
Whoosh, monk.
I miss
That'll be
playing
some more
monk.
attacks. Yeah. That is going to be a 12 and an 18.
A 12 will miss, an 18 beats it.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so that is going to be 1 again. 4 points of bludgeoning damage because I am monk, but magical bludgeoning damage because I am magic monk.
Magic monk.
I think I still get empower strikes. Yeah.
All right, amazing stuff.
As I sort of run towards it, throw 2 things as I kind of do a very acrobatic flip through the air, get round towards its back end and start sort of clawing at it. And as my attack's finished and I take a step back, my trousers fall down. That's the end of my turn.
I was gonna ask how many flips do you think you do? Because I think the pants will be up and down for each flip.
Every time I flip, as I go to flip, my trousers fall down, and as I flip, they go up again.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, that will bring us back to Maria.
First of all, looking over at Rob, something of those two, I'll just say, when we get back to the city, I'm buying you a belt. Either you wear it, or I'll hit you with it.
Do I put the sexy music back on?
And then she's gonna look, how close is this thing to, it's like 5 feet from the group right
Yes, it is immediately behind all of you.
now? Alright. She's gonna look like up and look at the creature and just say, I would castigate you for your manners. You talk and then let others respond, but you've been alone for too long. So just be gone. As I would cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
Ooh. Is that a saving throw?
It's a saving throw, DC is 16.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Wiz. Okay. What's that?
Gonna make room for my grace.
Oh, that's not a great roll. That is a 13.
Alright. It takes 19 points of psychic damage.
19 psychic.
And must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as speed allows from me.
All right. Which will be 30 feet immediately back towards the doorway.
Yes.
Which I believe provokes opportunity attacks.
But it is considered forced movement.
Yeah, it's a forced movement.
Oh, is it?
It is,
Oh.
unfortunately. Good thinking, but no. The problem is...
Previous games it hasn't been, so I was very excited.
The problem
That's
with
all
this
right
is, it's going to use its entire movement of 30 feet. There is only 10 feet to get to the doorway. It is much bigger than the doorway. So it is going to jam itself into the doorway and attempt to get through. And has currently blocked your means of escape.
That
Oh,
is
shit.
a 10 minutes problem. And then Maria is gonna use her entire movement to move 30 feet the other direction.
All right.
Because she is squishy, a bard, and currently making the barbarian invisible.
All right, no worries. That will bring us to Archie.
Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna cough up a hairball and chuck it at it.
Yes.
So as long as I hit it, it takes extra damage at the start of its turn. That's 17 to hit.
Oh, its AC is 18, I'm afraid.
God damn it. Okay, well, that was worth a shot. Then I'm just gonna redo heat metal I'll move my bonus action then.
All right. Is that another save? I believe it. It is, right?
Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again, so I have no idea.
It's not a Constitution saving throw to see if it drops or takes off the thing that it has.
Yeah,
The damage
yeah,
just
yeah.
happens.
Yeah, the damage just happens.
Cool. Well, even if there was a roll, he rolled like shit, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Does it seem like he's taking full damage from the fire?
It does, actually.
Brilliant. So that's 14 damage on that one.
14 damage, okay. It's starting to look pretty rough.
3 crits will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me.
You're
That's my
welcome.
That finish your turn? Alrighty. In which case, it is the Forge Warden's turn. It has taken a bunch of damage. It's not happy. So, as it is blocking the tunnel way, the means of escape, you see it like liquidify again and reappear solid, like turned around, but it's basically got its ass wedged into the doorway. And it brings its arms up and they liquefy at the ends and come together into a massive hammer. Perhaps the hammer we heard at the start of this adventure. And it slams down onto the floor. I need a dexterity saving throw as you hear the ring, followed by another slam.
That's from everyone.
Dex save from everyone. This is DC 15.
It's
Well, I
23.
definitely failed. That's 5 total?
Ooh.
I know, I only got 3 on the die.
22.
I'm a cat, I should be better at dex.
I rolled out a 15 on the die.
I failed.
Woo! Shit! I rolled really good on that dice, I'm afraid.
I technically could flash a genius again, but
Okay,
where's the fun in that?
so
17 for a 23.
for everyone that succeeded and got above a 15, you take half of this damage, and you are not knocked prone. Those of you that failed, you take the full 36 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
As part of
Bludgeoning,
my
Yes.
infusions,
So I take 9 because I'm raging.
Yes.
part of my infusions, I have the armor of magical strength. So I can expend 1 charge. It has 6 charges. I can expend a charge to not be knocked prone.
Amazing. Oh yeah.
So I'll do that. Still take the full damage. How much was it again? 36.
36. Yeah, it was 40-10, and I rolled 3 10s and a 6.
Lovely.
Oh,
It also suffers 4 psychic damage.
Say that again, sorry.
It suffers
psychic.
4 psychic damage.
4 psychic. Good to know.
As the brand of castigation burns deeper into its frame.
Yes.
Lovely. And I'll
Just
need to do
as the
concentration
barbarian becomes visible
what?
again, that brand just sticks further because I rolled an 8.
Ah, yes. Concentration is dropped.
Yes.
And for the heat
I can
metal.
do other fun stuff now though.
Because I have advantage.
Oh, how's Enlarge going?
Oh, I need to roll for that as well.
yeah.
What? What do I need to roll for concentration? It's
It's a Constitution saving throw.
concentration save, but what do I need to beat? Because I took
Half of the damage.
Yes.
So 18.
18.
half of the damage. Con save have to beat an 18.
I got
That's a
2
nat 20.
on my dice, so I'm happy.
So the enlarge is still in place.
Enlarge is still in place.
I
Heat
rolled
metal
a
is still in
total of
place.
8 on that.
And invisibility is gone. Good to know. How's everyone looking health-wise?
Will it succeed?
Oh, I'm golden, baby.
Bad. I'm bad. Really bad.
A little under half.
Okay.
Same.
That one hit took half of my health.
On a scale of 1 to 93, I'm an 81.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a 50 out of 83 right now.
It's a very, very specific numbering system. Interesting.
If that was half damage, I'm still on full hit points because I used evasion again.
Of course you did. Because monks.
Yeah, why
Dump
not?
monk
Don't
shit.
like it. Yeah, I'm just under half. So Maria's starting to look haggard and not happy about it.
And that's going to finish its turn. It is wedged into the doorway, and it is staying firm. Oh, I do actually need to roll to see if I get that other ability back. Nope. Okay. Back to the top of the round with Baron.
Hello. Now visible, I'm going to position myself directly in front of it as it's wedged in here. Just fight me. Not them. With not a natural 20, sadly. It is only a 24.
Only a 24.
I know. It's a bit shameful.
Yeah, terrible.
So it's 10, d6. 6. 16. So that's 16 points of damage on the first hit.
16 points.
There's then a 26 to hit.
26
No,
will definitely
25,
hit.
sorry. 25.
All right, still hits.
To see.
Let's change the music up a little bit. We've had this one a few times.
Another 18 points of damage
18.
as I am just trying to bury the sword arm deeper into it. Kind of like trying to help keep it pinned there and just fill its vision with myself. Anything as a bonus action? Nope.
All right.
I haven't been expending any of my blood charges.
Would you
Okay,
like
I'm
to?
gonna expend a blood charge and just... Hey! Another 6 lightning damage.
Another 6 lightning damage. Okay. It is looking very rough, but it is still corporeal, shall we say. Which will bring us to Oxeye.
What's that? Right. I am.
Oh wait, I've been missing the d4s from the map. Apologies. Fucking hell. That's another 7 damage.
Okay. All right.
So good if that killed.
That is it now.
Oxeye, you feel very confident about this next turn.
Okay. In that case, straight off the bat, Oxeye blinks back into existence. Potion already halfway out, and just throws. I'm going to use one of my explosive concoctions to cast Echo Brew, which does 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
My rolls have definitely taken a turn for the better. That's 2 6s on my 2d6s, so that's 12 damage.
12 damage.
And just going to throw this out here. If it is still within this 10-foot radius on its next turn, it will take half of that again.
So, with a total of 12 hit points remaining, Oxeye, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, Oxeye just runs in and it like looks around Baron and just goes, yeah, and just throws it like he's just, you know, that way like that little guy that's always backing up the big school bully. He's just like he's just the mouthpiece of it. He's just like, yeah, take this, and then just splashes it in the face with whatever this weird glowing. Just for flavour, it's very much iron brew covered.
Of course.
For better flavour, since it's bludgeoning damage, it looks very much like a Buckfast bottle.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
It
yeah.
just gets hit in the face with a bottle of Buckfast, and yeah,
glassed it.
yeah.
In the words of a friend of mine, a musician, a comedian from nearby city of Bradford, one good thing about Buckfast is it gets you fucked fast. So, with that, this entity starts to crumble, but as it does, it pulls itself out of the doorway and starts to step forward, but it staggers. One of its legs starts crumbling away and it shifts off to the side and it falls into one of the molten pits to the side. And as it does, some of these chains holding up the forge at the top come undone and lash down towards where it is and are pulled in as the room starts to begin to fill with molten rock rather rapidly, if I may add. The one other thing you notice before you might turn to leave, as the chains begin to pull this forge heart thing that this creature was born from is slowly being pulled down towards where the lava is. As one of the chains pulls, there is a snap of something that flies off and lands behind you in the doorway, and it looks like some sort of, almost like a shining crystal.
So that's in the
really
doorway
bad.
on our way out?
Yes.
How big is the crystal?
It's about a hand size. Do I have anything from comparison? It's like, kind of like a chunk like that.
It's a can of Coke.
It's a can of Coke.
I will pick, because I was sort of with it in the door. I'll pick the crystal. I'm also just standing aside, just like, out now. I will be the last to leave. I will also, as a reaction, as this thing dies, the brand in Baron's palm glows as whatever soul or spirit or animus that was giving this life or semblance of it is ripped from the brand of castigation and pulled into Baron's palm as I regain a blood point, a blood charge.
Amazing. So, we are all attempting to leave this vicinity very, very quickly. All right.
All right.
This is going to be one final skill challenge. And the way we're going to do this, we'll go around the table. You tell me how you are attempting to bolster your escape. You can use spells, you can use abilities, features, or traits. But what I'm going to ask is, after you've described that, tell me which stat you are rolling for it, whether it be acrobatics, athletics, whichever one makes the most sense. Like, if you're going to roll a history check, that's going to be interesting. But, you know, it could happen. A persuasion check, persuade the cave to let you through. If you can sell it, you know. It's just a chance for you to be creative rather than just say, like, oh, I dash to get out. Like, let's have some fun with it. So I'm going to open it up. Whoever would like to go first.
I am the last one out. I am just making sure everyone is getting out quickly. And we'll be following behind them.
I have an idea, but who's the slowest of us? Like, who has the lowest movement speed?
Probably one of the small ones.
Got 30 feet.
30.
5 feet.
All right. Well, if everyone has basically the same movement speed, Maria is... I'm gonna run up next to Baron and say, I'll get you out. As she's gonna hold action, Dimension Door.
Dimension Door. Okay. Very
And
good.
just hand on Baron's shoulder, waiting for the others. And as soon as they are gone, she's gonna Dimension Door them. I don't know how long we were walking between the first hallway and this, but basically trying to get to that room with the cave-in.
Yeah, I will say doing that will allow you to stay ahead enough where you don't have to make a specific skill check for it. It is expending a spell slot, so it is. You can kind of call it an automatic success with that in mind. Okay, so that would be for the two of you. Unless Baron, do you want to add any flavor to that at all?
If you were sort of like holding a hand to sort of make contact, obviously then depending on someone else, I think Baron would actually take hold of Oxeye and move him to your grasp.
I got this.
You got it?
Sorry, I got this.
Then take one of the smaller ones.
You sure?
I am here to serve as guardian.
All right. Then, with that, Maria's gonna grab the cat. Just pick up. Pick up by the scruff. Just, hi.
Sorry, Hamish. You're just a prop now.
A very cute prop.
It's a very cute prop.
Yes. All right. So, the rest of you.
I have an idea. So we've got Maria dimension dooring
Archie.
with Archie.
Yes.
Bob, would you like a hand?
Say that as I'm getting onto the boar, which has been here the entire time.
I don't know if I can take the boar, but this is kind of what I'm picturing. Obviously, I can't do both of these things instantaneously. Like one, I could, in theory, in this sort of position, do them in quite quick succession. I can cast Vortex Warp.
Great spell.
Which I can pick a creature and move them, I believe, up to 90 feet. And it would normally be a con save, so you can choose to roll if you want, but you can also choose to fail. If you fail, I just move you instantaneously 90 feet up towards the exit.
What level are you casting at? Because I believe the range increases depending on the level.
It's only level 2. I can only get it up to level 2.
Gotcha.
And
So,
Oh, your microphone's cut out again.
hello?
Yes.
Hello.
there you go.
There we go.
There
It's
you
because
go.
probably because I keep muting myself. I can move 90 feet on my own. Use it on Baron to get Baron 90 feet.
Cool. Right. In that case,
So everyone's going to
In that
die
case, what-
arguing about who's saving who.
yeah. No one. Everyone wants
We
to
have
save
to
everyone.
save Baron. It's like, no, guys, I'm here for you.
Right. Well, in that
Also made
case,
of wood and very flammable.
in that case, I'm just going to use my
I'm
one
resistant to fire.
because I'm right behind Baron at the exit anyway. I'm going to use my 1-a-day Misty Step to disappear 30 feet up the corridor, probably already still running, land running, and then as everyone else clears out, I can use the Vortex Warp to bring Baron up out of danger.
Okay. So, Misty Step, Vortex Warp, Bob on a boar, if I'm not mistaken.
And then I'll pick Oxeye up on the way.
Now,
As he
this is
go
a
to grab me
normal
and I just
boar,
disappear.
not a giant boar.
That's fine.
It's just a normal size ball.
I'm dwarf and Oxeye smaller than I am.
It's a pissed off boar, is what it is.
There's that boss next check to get down here in the first place.
I have Flash of Genius that.
Amazing. All right. I think that covers everybody? Question mark.
Yeah.
There is some sort of plan here that is very convoluted and mixed up, but I think everyone should
Don't
be.
die in lava is the plan.
Yeah.
We're all teleporting at various distances.
Alrighty. With that in mind, you scramble back up the tunnels, feeling the weight of the mountain around you shift and shift and shift. As you get closer to the exit, it seems to be settling down somewhat. And you finally emerge out into the cold air of the outside, the snow of the Mithril Mountains. An insane relief compared to the heat that you'd gotten so accustomed to during your time in there. And despite things calming down somewhat, you do still feel a tremor, very faint in the ground. Once, twice, silence. But it appears that you are safe for now. Eventually you take the rest of the journey back to Eredhel. As soon as you get there, already people are like in the streets whispering about what has happened and coming up with explanations, theories. No one seems to know the truth of what's happened. And as you reach the tall ruby spire, the tower that stands high above the city with the giant ruby, the size of a 3-story building at the very top of it, you see the leader of Eredhel, the dwarven woman of legendary name, the Hamathane, Losina Daythorpe. Her great axe, Kermadis, a divine weapon, just resting on her shoulder. Looks like she's ready for a fight. And she approaches you and says, "So, you walked where gods apparently once shaped the world, and you come back with your skin intact. That's more than most can claim. How'd you do it?"
By not having skin.
"I like this one." You funny fucker. No, seriously, how did you do it?
My trousers fall down. Wait.
How did he do it? What, oh,
Incredibly lucky.
Your dumb luck, yes.
I
A
say
very
so.
sharp blade.
Just alongside, just kind of like this, and pulls out a potion and just throws it on the ground. And
The mountain collapses.
everyone heals by 14 HP.
Nice.
That was one of my last explosive concoction for the day. I
Amazing.
picked one that.
For a second, she like tenses her arm as if she's gonna swing the axe, and then's like, "Oh, I felt like I had sinuses coming on, but that's better. Well, you can stay."
Well, Hamathane, there might be a slight problem.
Problem?
I have never read anything about volcanic activity in this region. However, the chamber we were just in was rapidly filling up with molten rock.
The chamber you were in?
Yes,
The mount below this mount, below the city?
yes.
Yeah, it was a bit hot, even for me, as there's like flames rippling through his fur.
As I understand, that is the purpose of forges.
Now, I do not know what creature that thing was that we've faced. It said something about forging without a blessing. And was very, very angry about it.
I believe it objected to our presence.
Forging without the hand of, was it Thalison it said? I would say the correct name.
Very honest.
That's the one.
Tharionis. No, I thought you was. I was about to be like, Phallus? Who's Phallus?
Fellas.
Alison Jack.
I think she obviously recognizes the name Tharionis being one of the gods.
Yes.
The Forge god, very much at the center of dwarven culture. And then she locks eyes on the crystal that you picked up. And she sort of looks and smiles. It's Baron that has it, right? Okay, I think looks at Baron, smiles, then looks at all of you. Now that flame, that typically belongs to all Dwarvenkind. That's why it's been here for so long. But how it's tended, that's a matter of faith. I should take it from you. I really should. I want to. It's very important to us. But if Tharionis meant for you to bear it, then... Big slap on Baron's shoulder. Good luck.
I should probably add that the creature we fought once upon a time had wings, but they were no longer there.
Yeah,
So
we have.
pull out all of the improvised weapon pieces of that thing that I picked up and be like, there you go, that's what it's made out of.
I'll definitely look at this with great interest. Reminds me of something. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Which I'm guessing. Because that's what I got from it.
It's probably a subtle foreshadowing for the campaign I've got coming up in a few weeks' time. Who knows? Still, it sounds like you took care of a dreadful beastie. But, you're saying there's a volcano or something underneath the city that's cause for immediate concern.
There was a mithril door at the start, but that one fell down as the floor collapsed under us.
That's very concerning. It's all very concerning. I'm going to have our scribes look into all of this. And then she leans closer to Maria and is like, between you and me, I never wanted to be hammer thin. It's in my blood. It's our ancestry. I just got really fucking good at hitting people with this axe, and they made me their leader, so I don't know how to lead. So, have you got any ideas for what I should do? Because I don't quite know just yet.
You're asking a courtesan what to do.
I mean, is that not what people normally do with courtesans?
No, normally they pay me to tell them what to do.
I'm confused. You know what?
Better than asking her.
Well, my advice is rally the people, hoist that weapon of yours high, and, I don't know, gather them all into making sure that molten rock does not reach the city.
Then, there's some approaching guards, and she looks to them. What she said. Right. Thanks. You've done us a favour, and I suppose payment. You mentioned something about payment. I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement. Not a courtesan type of arrangement. I have a wife. I just need to make that very clear.
I mean, something could be arranged.
I have business to attend to. I must go. Quick exit stage left.
Scurries off.
You seem to be uncomfortable with you.
I tend to have that effect on some people.
Not everybody's comfortable with the obvious flirting.
That's a shame. Though we should probably find her for the payment. I do have bills to pay.
I just rolled for another wild proof for a laugh, and I got the one where I can teleport again. So I just quickly drink a potion and instantly bring her back, and I take her place as she goes to walk out the room.
What the?
And I did at the door
Oops.
not that I'm particularly threatening to stop her from leaving.
Anglin looks immediately at Maya
I have a magnetic presence.
I believe payment was mentioned.
and she just looks at you.
So,
Bob's trousers fall down.
And that is where we'll wrap for tonight.